Hello everybody, it is Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome to 30 Days of Sketches 6. We are on to day number 4. Before I dig into what I'm going to be working with today, let me just say, please check out Moira and Crystal. Their videos will be up. And I have done some pre-recording, so this is the first time I've been able to mention it, but Jackie from JQ Crafty is trying to join in on tons of videos days as well. So the links for everyone's channels and anyone else who's joining on certain days will be linked below. And it'll either be to their YouTube channel or their Instagram page, depending on how they are playing. Okay, so for today, you can see the sketch pop up there. I love it. I like the idea of the circles and the photos. I don't have the right orientation for one of them. Like, it needs to be like this, and I don't have that. So I'm going to turn this into a square photo and layer them and make it work to the best that I can. But I'm totally going to be playing with the circles. And I have the Pink Paisley and Mini More collection to be playing with today. Very excited about this. Purchased it from one of my local scrapbook stores here. Local meaning the online ones in Canada, so local being Canadian, because I love to support both of them. And I order from Scrapbook Your Joy mostly, but I also order from Scrapbook Nerd as well. So here's the sticker sheet, and then here's the pattern paper. This is what I'm most excited about, and I'm going to find a few pieces to pick out. And then of course I'm going to, with the circles, it just screams stitching to me. And of course it is the month of October, so I'm trying to do as much stitching as absolutely possible. So let me let you have a quick look. Look at all these fun colors and some that are already circles. So yes, I am excited to flip through here, pick a few choices. This is a layout about me, so that's always fun as well. I'm gonna pick one of the circles I want to do. I'll get you on fast forward, and I'll also do, like I said, do some stitching. So let's see what I can come up with. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the circles, and I'm doing that with a bowl I have in my kitchen. We use this for like our sauces and stuff, especially if we're having nachos and we put like our salsa in it. So it's that type of size bowl, if that kind of helps you. And I'm using that to help me decide what size I'm going to do and work everything else up. While you quickly watch me do that, I do want to say I've got 2 more people I know that are joining in since I've been doing the voiceover. So Hannah is going to be joining us every Wednesday. And then I found out that Jen, so Kay's mom, is going to try, and she's said try very longlies, but she's going to do her best to play along every single day as well. And she's going to be doing hers in a traveler's notebook style. So I am super excited to see that, because that's going to give you a completely different take than everyone else doing it in a scrapbooking layout format. So be sure to check everyone out. Like I've already mentioned, links will be down below, but I wanted to get their names out because I definitely want to let you guys know who's playing along, because there's lots of lovely scrappers joining in on this round. All right, I have the first circle. I'm thinking that the yellow is going to pair really well with the teal color, so I go ahead and do that. But then I didn't really like that, trying to layer it up. It wasn't fitting, so I decided to go for the white one with the pink cake and then pink. So it goes teal, white, pink, yellow. Love that. Now it's October, so everything's about stitching as much as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and just stitch around the circles. I don't add any sequins to this one. That's something I do a lot, especially when it's a circular kind of format. I tend to stitch in sequins on top of it. I'm not doing that this round. I probably could have. It would have looked really neat being a birthday layout. It would have given a little bit of sparkle, but I was a little lazy this day when I was creating, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I decided not to, just got my stitching on there so it's there and moved on. I'm going to back both of the photos. The first one I'm backing with this really fun kind of sprinkle type pattern paper, and the other one I backed with the same pink that I'm going to be using for one of the circles, or at least I think that's what I'm going to be doing. As simple as this layout is, I actually struggled with it. There's something about trying to make it all fit in the diagonal and help it not be too simplistic but work. I didn't want to add mixed media to this one. Again, that would have been another option. It would have brought a whole different type of feeling to the layout, and it would have given it a very different vibe. I have done it before where I have this lovely vertical diagonal, type of design, and then you add the mixed media to the other part of the diagonal, almost so it looks like it's an X, but it's so subtle. It's just this really cool effect to it. So if you are going to take on this layout yourself and you enjoy mixed media, that's something you might want to give a try. I am going to go in and try to use some ephemera. I want to use one of these puffy chipboard type stickers. I want to use an actual word somehow, and I want to use some flat stickers. I really want to give this a little bit of dimension all around. I end up pulling in the word celebrate, and I'm trying to get this banner to work for me. It's not going to work. It was too playful almost to work with this layout. I think it will suit better for a layout about Nora or, the boys than it does for me. I was trying to keep this a more of a mature layout, if that makes sense. So I grabbed for the floral. Love florals. Of course, it's a layout about me, so I really want florals in there. And then I'm just going to keep trying to play and make this all work. These two particular photos were taken on my birthday from last year, so before COVID. And what it is the gorgeous cake that they picked for me. It was at like a strawberry, it wasn't a cheesecake, but it was like a strawberry angel food cake. Oh, it was delicious. Maybe one of my favorite cakes I've ever had. And then I had a lovely croissant. I love croissants. They are one of my favorite things to eat, my favorite treat. So I had that for breakfast with my coffee, and my coffee mug just happens to be the one that says Cancer, which is my astrological sign. And then on the top of it, it just says a few things that I guess Cancer signs kind of represent your personality or something like that. Anyways, it's teal and white. I like the color of it. So I got that, I think, a few years ago, but it just fit in with the rest of it. So yeah, that's what the photos are. It's kind of what happened. Nothing too exciting happened for my birthday last year. It was 2019, so I was on mat leave, so I wasn't working. But I think Sean might have been working. I think it was during the week. So yeah, it wasn't anything too crazy. And Sean and I don't love to kind of emphasize that we're getting older, so we tend to do smaller things. But yes, I'm happy with that. Okay, so what have I done? I decided to take away the pink circle because it wasn't fitting, and instead I used one of the thicker words to help just put a saying there. And then I'm going to add the number 32 so that my title says Celebrate 32, because that's how old I turned last year. And I used a floral above where the other circle would be, and then the cake atop of that. So it's still got a fun little diagonal effect going on. I'm going to finish it off by adding a whole bunch of the little circles and sequins so that I have in my stash, just to give it a little bit more of a definition of the diagonal. And it kind of mimics the places where maybe the stars would be located. And that is basically going to wrap up this layout. So thank you so much for watching. And like I said, make sure you check out everyone below. The links are below. Don't forget Moira and Crystal. If I haven't mentioned them, I'm sure I have. But there's a look at my finished layout, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!